Hello everybody and Happy New Year. This is our first video since we did the Vlogmas
last week.
Bits and pieces that we did. Right, today we are on another little adventure. This is the last day of the Christmas and New Year holidays, so we have come to Glencoe Mountain Resort.
And we are going to climb a mountain.
We're not going to climb a mountain. We're
going to sledge on a mountain.
Yes, I think we are anyway. We're going to suss it out and see if everybody feels comfortable with it.
You look sus.
Because it is a long way up, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks.
On a chairlift to get to the point where you then get
I am
the
scared
sledges.
to go up to the top level because I am not excited to go on the chairlift.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens, won't we?
Yeah, we'll see if I fall.
If not, then it was a nice drive up here and it'll be a nice drive back, but we have booked to go on the chairlift, so if we don't go... Oh, there's a man with his skis. If we don't go...
a man with his skis?
Yeah, he's going skiing.
He's going skiing?
He sure is. So if we don't go, we'll need to see if we can get either a refund or maybe come back in the summer or something like that.
Yeah, or some
Why in the
tickets.
summer?
Eh?
Or some different tickets, anyway.
Oh.
Swap them for something.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to it.
So we've got lots of layers on already, but we've got more layers to now put on that we're here.
Oh no!
Get our hats and all our warm stuff on, and we'll catch you when we're outside the car. Right, we've made it. We've made it onto the ski lift. We're heading up. What do you think, Manny?
Oh god.
You alright?
It's freaky.
Yeah. Eh?
It's freaky.
It's quite rainy, isn't it?
It's freaky.
But we're loving it so far.
Very freaky.
Darcy and Dan are up ahead.
Ow! That was wet.
It is a bit wet.
Oh my fingers are cold.
It's looking down into the glen at the visibility's not great at the moment. It's quite rainy. But I'm sure on a nice day it would be beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know what you can see because I'm looking at my camera and it's covered in water. But we're on our way down. Getting to the sledging part was going to take a long time and the girls were really not loving it, so we're heading back down now. I've got Darcy with me this time. You saying hi?
Hi.
Hi! Yeah, we're heading down. The weather hasn't really lifted, it's still really quite foggy, but I would imagine on a clear day you would be able to see for miles and miles and miles.
Hiding.
Dan's not the one in front of us, but the one in front of us again. So if you can quite see Manny's purple bobble hat. But yeah, so we're just making our way back down. Like I say, up there it was a fairish walk, I would say, to the point where you did the sledging. And yeah, and at one point like it was a mega icy. To the point where I actually got down on my hands and knees and just like shimmied over to the side where the snow was. It was a bit ridiculous, but I wasn't caring. You'll never see these people again. Yeah, so we're headed down to those green buildings. I think that's the stop point, I think, or near there anyway.
My dad.
Where is he? He's down there. We're going to see him when we get down.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll catch you when we get down. We're back where we started. Apologies for the lens on this, it's a bit smudged or whatever. It's just because it had some rain in it when we were coming down. But yeah, we're back where we started. We just stopped in at the little cafe bit to get a coffee, a hot drink, before coming back to the car and getting all our wet clothes off. So yeah, we didn't make it sledging. Like I said, hopefully I did some footage coming down. Hopefully you could hear me. There was no wind noise or anything, but yeah, we didn't make it sledging. Just be aware if you're coming that when you get off the lift at the top, there's probably a good... How far would you say that was?
Over half a mile anyway.
Probably
Well,
about half a mile walk. And there was one bit in particular where, like, I think like the snow had fallen and then like water had pooled on the top and it was just like pure ice. And I kid you not, I could not move. I literally couldn't move. So
That's
I
quite
just...
amusing.
I just got down on my hands and knees. Because I couldn't go forward, I couldn't go back, side to side, I was just standing there.
There was only one way to go, down.
It's like I just got down on my hands and knees and just shimmied over to like the snowy bit. But yeah, I thought that was a great idea. She's no needing her hat on. So yeah, we're back in the car now. I don't know what we're going to do now. Probably hang out somewhere to have lunch. I'll have a look on the sat nav and see what towns are near. I don't even know. So yeah, we'll catch up with you in a bit. Okay, so it's a few days later now, and I was just about to edit this video and realised that I hadn't finished it off. So yeah, that was our experience at the Glencoe mountain resort. Maybe didn't go completely to plan, because the plan was that we were going to go up there and go sledging. However, I don't know how much I said in the video before, but when we got up there, the girls were completely fine going up. It was a bit chilly and windy, but that's to be expected. It was like the beginning of January and we were halfway up a mountain. But when we got up there and got off, we realised that there was probably about it's hard to say how far it was, but I would say at least half a mile walk, probably about half a mile to 3/4 of a mile walk from where the ski lift dropped you off to the actual sledging bit. And it was at this one bit particularly icy. I think I mentioned it in the video that it was just a sheet of pure ice. And I actually ended up getting down on all fours and just like crawling across it till I got to a snowy bit. But and after that icy bit, Darcy got really upset because the wind was like blowing the rain in her face, and you know, and it kind of like stings you. So she was just like not having it. And we said to Marnie, you know, maybe we'll just need to do this another day, which you can imagine she was really upset by. But it just seemed like when we got up there, it just all kind of disintegrated. But hey, these things happen when you've got kids, you'll know this. And if one thing that we will always be on this channel is honest and open about how things actually go. It's not, if you've got kids, you know that sometimes things just don't go as planned. However, I am pleased that everybody got up on the ski lift and back down, and they were completely fine coming down. I did stop a couple of times for a few minutes each time, but we did notice when we went down to the bottom that there was an ambulance sitting, and we passed, going up the ski lift, we passed mountain rescue, so I assume that somebody either wasn't well or had had an accident up on the mountain, so I think that's why it had stopped. But yeah, when we left there, we headed along to Tyndrum, I think is the place, a small village on the way back. And we went to like an American diner place for something to eat. Didn't film in there because it was quite chilly, and we were kind of like already a bit wet. So like I was just like, just give me my food, let me go home. And then we just drove home and that was it. But we've already said that we would love to go back in the summer. So the ski lift I think is open all year. I think that's the case anyway. So I think in the summer you can take mountain bikes and stuff up. So I think we'd like to go back in the summer and experience it then, in the hopes that like visibility would be better and you'd be able to have like a bit of more of a wander around without feeling like, you know, you're about to be frozen to the spot. So we're definitely going to add that to the list of things that we want to do in the summer. And also to travel further along that A82, which is the road which goes to Glencoe but then goes further on, I think, towards Fort William. It's a really scenic road. Like I watched a couple of YouTube videos and it just looks incredible. So I think we'll definitely head back when the weather's a bit clearer and a bit nicer in terms of Scottish weather, because it never gets like really nice, but just when it's a bit clearer, dry, and a bit warmer, and we'll try it again. So yeah, thanks so much for watching this video if you got to this stage. Please subscribe, and we've got loads of videos coming up, just like kind of outings, day trips and things like that. So we'd love for you to join us. Leave us a comment, leave us a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.